Jobs and growth was the hot topic this week here in the Parliament, where we voted on CETA, the EU-Canada trade agreement and ETS. A cause for controversy for months, this deal has been ratified with a majority in Parliament. CETA has really engaged the public. Thanks to thousands of you writing to me, as a result, we have been able to put pressure on negotiators and secure substantial improvements on the agreement over the past years. In the word of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who was with us here in Strasbourg, CETA is the most progressive trade agreement ever negotiated. But it's also important to see the bigger picture. CETA epitomizes the battle between those preaching isolation and building trade walls and those who want a prosperous, open world where we can work together and not in isolation. Theresa May's cozying up to US President Trump, who shocked the world with his travel ban targeting 7 Muslim countries and refugees fleeing bloody wars, reveals which side she's on. The Prime Minister is now touting the potential for a fast trade deal with a US administration that doesn't believe in free trade. This is delusional. The US has no incentive, means or ambition to throw open the borders to competitive products from the UK. Donald Trump, the deal maker, can smell May's desperation. Maybe May should stop and consider why the US would ever consider such a deal. Perhaps because by making bilateral deals with comparatively small UK, Trump will be able to bully negotiations and put America first. This kind of UK-US agreement would cripple our workers' rights, deliver zero for British financial services and leave British farmers out of pocket. Trump simply would not be able to do this kind of one-sided deal with a large regional economic organisation like the European Union. But CETA deal might prove useful on another level. It could serve as a standard to hold Theresa May to account and ensure any bilateral trade pact she clinches delivers at least the same in terms of jobs, growth and sound standards on labour, health and the environment. This was also the core of another controversial file on our desks in Strasbourg this week, the reform of Emissions Trading Scheme, or ETS, the most essential tool in our effort to reach the EU's 2030 climate and energy goals and tackle climate change. I voted for a balanced ETS that delivers on our climate targets, but also creates fair conditions for industry and brings allocations in line with economic reality. A framework that rewards efforts to reduce CO2 emissions and protects all sectors from carbon leakage risks without harming business by distorting competition. A balanced scheme across the EU is crucial for our ceramics industry back home. Goodbye for now.